الان وقتشه که از جگرگوشه دیگر سپند بشنویم، شهریار، و ببینیم شهریار از پدر چه میگه برای ما. شهریار جان بیا عزیزم.
First, I want to say a special thank you for everyone who has helped us, especially helped my dad in this tough journey for the past couple of years. For that, we are forever grateful. You know, this is every son's worst day. When you fully realize the man you've learned everything from is not here to teach you anything else. I remember it wasn't too long ago. My dad was on a stage like this, talking about the life of his father. I never thought time would go so fast. And here I am now talking about my father. When I was growing up, I had two heroes. My uncle, who taught me martial arts and not to take any mess from anyone. And my dad, who taught me kindness, compassion, and hard work. We never actually had a conversation about anything like that. He just showed it to me by his actions and how he carried himself as a man. My dad was like Superman to me. He was the strongest, bravest man I knew. Whenever I wanted to do something crazy, I always included him. When we first got our house in Los Angeles, if fuel went on the roof, I wanted to jump in the pool. It was about a 20-foot jump. Without hesitation, I got him on the roof, and we jumped in the pool together. He was in his 50s. When he was 65, I got him to come down a mountain on a bike in Lake Tahoe, full speed. It was my 40th birthday. Looking back, both of these things were kind of dangerous. But that's how I viewed my dad. No fear, my Superman. He taught me the value of friendship and just looking out for people in time of need and just being kind. He said, always help anyone you can. You never know. There may come a day when you may need them to return the favor. A year ago or so, he told us a story of a time he was a cop, comes into the police station, and he found a couple fighting extremely loud. He asked the wife what happened. She said he's been a bad husband and has been losing all their money gambling, etc. She was very upset. He decided to figure out a way to make peace between them. He could have easily locked up the guy, teach him a lesson, but he chose not to. It ended with my dad collecting money for their rent, groceries, and telling the guy, I don't want to see you here again, okay? Years later, things had changed. A large group of men wearing ski masks stormed into the same police station. People were getting shot left and right. My dad said he didn't have time to grab his gun. Before he knew it, multiple guns were in his face. He thought it was the end. All of a sudden, one of the men lifted his ski mask and told the others, wait, I know this guy. I owe this guy. He's an honorable guy. He was kind to me years ago. He never stopped being that way. He never changed. I remember growing up in Hayward in the early 80s, like my sister said, our house had a small room downstairs, and it was always filled up with people that needed a place to stay. I used to get frustrated and ask my mom, why is there always someone here? She was like, that's just who your dad is. One time, even my mom got frustrated. I asked her, "What's wrong, Mom?" She said, "Well, I don't like this guy staying with us." I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, he shot at your dad years ago. He forgave him, and now he's staying with us." I was like, "What?" I don't know if I could do that one, Pops. We mostly call my dad Baba, but Pops is the nickname my friends and I called him. It came from a popular TV show we used to watch together years ago called Sanford and Son. He loved the show recently. He loved that show and recently started watching it, all the reruns again. And that's where he got the nickname Pops. My dad, Pops, let many of my friends stay over our house and treated them just like family. From the 80s all the way till now. That helped me develop a lifelong friendship of over 40 years. And to this day, they have an open door policy to our house. A few of them are here today, and I wanted to say it was my Pop's philosophy that helped us become brothers, but I believe they already know that. My Pops was something special. Even his name, Mas'ud in Arabic, means lucky or fortunate, but really, we're all truly the lucky, blessed, and fortunate ones because we got to be a part of his life and he got to be a part of our lives. He was a one-of-a-kind human being. You know, I met a psychic years ago, 2001. It was supposed to be a 1-hour session. You pay your money, she leaves, and that's it. But that day we wound up talking for almost 4 hours. She saw the lack of trust in my face and said, "Look, any other question you have about anything, just ask me." After a few hours of talking, the topic of why are we here on earth came up. What's the point of all this? She said, "You know, every time you come here, your spirit advances a little bit. It's like being in school, going from elementary to junior high, then high school, then college, collecting good grades and getting points along the way. Till one day, you get your angel wings. And then you'll have more powers and you can do more things. But it takes a lifetime and lifetime after lifetime to get there. You have to earn it." I paused for a minute and thought about what she said, and I responded, "Damn, I should have been a doctor. They probably get the most points, correct?" She said, "Yes, doctors are truly blessed, but that's not the only way to get your points. I know now that yes, doctors can heal your cuts and wounds, but what my dad did with his words and his poetry could help heal your soul. And we all need some of that sometime. That's why so many people are here today, and that's why he will be missed around the world." A few weeks ago, he was in the hospital. They would only allow one person in there at a time. My term was almost done. After a few hours, I got up from my chair to leave the hospital. Before leaving out the room, I kissed his hand and his face goodbye. Then started walking out the door. Then I thought about a conversation I had with someone in high school many years ago. I don't remember verbatim what the full conversation was about, but I do remember my buddy asking me if I would ever kiss a man's feet. It was supposed to be a joke of some sort. I don't remember the joke, but I do remember my response. Yes, only if it's one of God's prophets, I would absolutely do it. Well, that day, while leaving the hospital, as I stood by the hospital door, I realized I had to go back and also kiss his feet. Because to me, he was one of God's prophets. Sorry. Oh man, I can't even read this with the glasses. I can't see anything. I'm just guessing through this now. What this man had been through in his life, and what he had sacrificed for me and my family and many others, a kiss on the face and his hand wasn't good enough. In December of 1999, our family went on a family vacation to Cancun, Mexico. And one late night we had a conversation about the state of the world, life itself, and a few things like ghosts, afterlife, spirits, and how he thought man makes all this stuff up just to feel better. There's really no proof of anything like this, is what he said. I listened for a while and then said, Pops, I can't agree with you on this one. Just me, myself, have at least 5 miracles happened to me in my lifetime. It was 1999, I was 31 years old, and even more stuff has happened to me since then. Well, flash forward, I do want to share one story with you guys that may give us all a little comfort about seeing our loved ones once again. About 6 years ago, my wife said, honey, we have a problem. I was like, what is it? She said the center stone on our wedding ring is missing. We started to panic and look around everywhere to find this diamond. For 3 weeks straight, we vacuumed the whole house over and over again. Nothing showed up. We almost completely gave up. Then one day I decided to test one of my own beliefs. See, I believe when you keep doing good things over and over again, you start to fill up what I call your spiritual credit card. I was hoping I could use some of my points. Some of you may know my grandmother and I were very close. When she passed, I was devastated. She was like my second mom. I have a picture of her at my house in LA. I just walked up to her photo, and as loud as I am speaking now, I said, Grandma, I am stuck. I need your help. If I am correct, I should have some good credit on the other side, and I need to use some of my points, but I can't do it without you. I know you're my angel on the other side, and any help would be appreciated. The stone means a lot to me and my wife as a symbol of our marriage and our wedding date and our promise. About a week went by. Then one day my wife yelled my name in shock while she was doing the dishes in the kitchen, standing on its tip right next to the garbage disposal. It was the diamond. She picked it up, showed it to me. I just smiled and said, thank you, Grandma. Anyways, I love you, Pops. You are now in the legendary category as a father, a husband, a friend, and one of Iran's greatest poets. Love you with all my heart. Tell everyone hello for me till we see each other again. Thank you.
واقعا هر چه سعی میکنیم نمیشه چشما رو خشک نگه داشت.
راسته بود از پشت، اما
جامش از جنس خون، جامش از مخاله زرتشت،
جامش از جنس خون و جامش از خونخانه زرتشت، خسته تن جان در خطر، آزرده دل خاموش، مهر را در سینه می‌پرورد، کینه را در خویشتن می‌کشت. ارغوان دیدگانش با شفقها و شقایق‌های میهن گفتگو می‌کرد. تیرباران نگاهش بارگاه معتصم را زیر و رو می‌کرد. دل به فرمان دلی می‌داد، ترس را بی‌آبرو می‌کرد. زد با واژگانی زشت و بی‌فرهنگ. ای سگ، ای زندیر، کامت چیست؟ ای موالی، ای عجم، سودای خامت چیست؟ پس چرا از ما نمی ترسی؟ پس چرا بر خود نمی لرزی؟
بابکم آرای دیگر داشت، کشتی اندیشه در دریای دیگر داشت. در نگاهش مرگ آسان می نمودم، زندگی در باورش معنای دیگر داشت. سر میان جمع و دل در جای دیگر داشت، زیر لب نجوای دیگر داشت. زنده باید بود شادی کرد،
زنده باید بود و شادی کرد،
زنده باید بود و شادی کرد.
عشق را در سینه ها باید نهادی کرد، با پیام راستی با مردمان بایست رادی کرد. مامبوم خیش را باید نگهبان بود، در پی آبادی گیتی دل و جان بود.
زنده باید بود و شادی کرد، زنده باید بود و شادی کرد.
اهرمن فریاد زد، افشین چه میگوید؟ و افشین آه افشین، وای افشین، اون گنهکار پریشان روزگار شرمسار از برگ خونی تاریک، اون همون آکنده از هر گند، اون همون بی ریشه بی پیوند، خوفناک از کرده خود سر به زیر افکند. اهرمن با تیزخندی طعنه زد، بابک هراسانا؟ و بابک اون همون آیینه دار مزدک و مانی، خسته جان و مانده از نیرنگ و تزویر مسلمانی، چشم در چشم ستم فریاد زد بسیار آسانا. بار دیگر نعره زد تندیس استبداد و پشواک خروشش رفت تا جرفای آذربایجان که دستش را بزن جلاد و دشخیم سیه بنیاد، همون مزدور ظلمت خانه بیداد، با یک ضربه از پهلو چنان زد تا که خون فواره زد از پاره بازو. تنگ دل در هم کشید ابرو، سعم دل خرخنده زد بر او. اختران کی میبرند از یاد اون شبی که شیون شمشیرها پیچید در بغداد. بابک اون گوه نستوه، اون نستوه سبلان کو، اون اسطوره بیگانه با اندوه، تا نبیند اهرمن سرخی او را زرد، تا نخواند از نگاهش درد، تا نپندارد که پایان یافت این آورد، چهره را با خون ناب و تابناکش ارغوانی کرد. آنگاه تا نیفتد پیش پای اهرمن خود را به پشت انداخت، چشمها را بست، شهپر اندیشه را وا کرد، بال در بال همای عشق گشت و گشت و گشت تا خود را بر فراز قله سیمرغ پیدا کرد. هر طرف هر سو نگه افکند، یک طرف کوروش سیاوش کاوه چون خورشید، سوی دیگر رستم و گردآفرید و آرش و جمشید، و با نور افکن امید پیر طوس و خیزش یعقوب و دیوشتیج را هم دید. و دیگرگاه بر لبانش گوهر لبخند، دست در دست هزاران بابک آزاد، یا در بند با آسودگی جان.
دستهایش بسته بود از پشت، اما مشت جامش از جنس خون و جامش از خونخانه زرتشت،
روانش را ز ننگ بندگی پرداخت، تا ز خشت جان پاک خویش ایران ساخت، ایران ساخت، ایران ساخت.
سپاسگزاری کنم، کم گفتم. دیدیم ویدیو به این زیبایی کار این خانواده است و بی‌نهایت ازتون سپاسگزارم. واقعا لطفاً آفرین.